G'day guys, in this video I'm going to do an analysis of the top 10 total market cap as well as others, and I'm going to point out a trade that I've just raised an order on. So yeah, watch through and see what you can gather from it. First things first, I've been saying, well, yesterday or last night or yesterday afternoon, I pointed out to not be surprised if we see a bit of a pullback on Bitcoin. So, well, naturally, we'll start there. On the free newsletter that I did yesterday, I gave my analysis based on the weekly, how all of this held. The pullback into this cradle zone here broke the high, did not break the low of this pivot, and has continued on to all-time highs. And we're all very aware of that, given last week's push for all-time highs, which was very, very nice indeed. So I won't go into too much detail about the weekly. I want to talk more about the daily time frame at the minute on Bitcoin, because there's a couple of things that I note. The first thing that I note is that from the low of that pullback, so as it pulled back to the high, it's a 16% move. It's a big move. And it did it in a straight line. So yesterday's pullback at 2.65% seems relatively tame. And I think we could pull back further. We might just keep going higher. But my stance here is, look, I don't know what's going to happen. However, if it does fall further, what I don't want you to do, as for myself, is panic. This has been a big move. For it to pull back, it's not a big deal. Where to, though? Where is it still healthy to pull back to? Well, 17.3, 4, 5, around that figure. It's not an exact level through here, but there is, as you can see, there's a little bit of regional support, test 1, test 2, with a bit of a beestick break. A pull back to that level would still have this trend being really, really healthy. A pullback that far from the high is about 7%, nothing major still. So a pullback into there is still very healthy for Bitcoin. Just waiting to see what it does for the time being, to be honest. It's just had a pullback, and now we're in a little consolidation. As you can see here on the 2 hour, we've not done much at all for the last, 15 hours. So tight little consolidation. Where to from here? Hopefully we go back up, but if we do pull back, I'm not concerned in the slightest. Now, the big news, or the big thing that we're waiting for here, is Ethereum. That magic $5,000 mark. We haven't breached it, and it's never been done. So we want 5,000 out of the way. When Ethereum pushes to all-time highs, it tends to be the beginning of an alt run, an alt cycle. Now, I don't think that alts are going to do what they've done in the past, where a rising Ethereum tide raises all ships. But I do think there will be some fantastic moves and some epic performances. And the reason I don't think everything's going to move really well is because we have such a diluted market now. This is a very different cycle to cycles gone by. This is my first being in 2017, and they have all been slightly different. This one, I think we will see some good moves on Ethereum past $5,000. What's going to drive that? Well, what we're currently seeing driving that, the move on Ethereum, is there's a lot of treasury buying. Again, it's something I covered in the free newsletter yesterday. A lot of companies buying up Ethereum as a treasury asset. Starting to see some creeping into Solana as well. And I pointed out those companies and who they are and what they're doing and how much they hold. Definitely a worthwhile. If you haven't got the free newsletter, jump back into your email and have a look, because there is some pretty revealing information in there. But we can get through 5,000. I think we'll see some really good projects running. We're seeing some moves into the DeFi space for staking as well, staking with Ethereum, mixing in with BlackRock, and a few other bits and pieces. But my point being is that right now we are consolidating. We've had a nice move up. We've got to get through 5,000, and then I think we'll see a bit of an alt movement, because it's been relatively quiet, as I'll show you now on the others chart. Have a look. Check this out. This is others. This is everything outside of the top 10. It's been very quiet. Whilst the chart structure is still good in the weekly, we got an uptrend on the weekly. It pulled back into that cradle zone. It broke the high. It has been very, very quiet. Look, everybody knows it. Binance is the absolute peak winner at the moment. It's the one that's moving the best. And there was a beautiful little cradle trade back here. When was that? That was when I took my girls camping last week. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get it. A heap in the community did. Good on you for that. But Binance, it's very extended. This chart is what we love to see, isn't it? This is what we're here in crypto for. And I do believe we will see a move like this on many of our top 10 and other altcoins as well. But Binance, look, it's had The last 2 weeks have been enormous. Look at that. Last week, 17.54, 12.5 nearly this week as well. Really kicking that $1,000 in the guts. A fantastic trend. I haven't got any trades on it. I'm watching the cyclicity. As you can see, this trend with the higher lows and higher highs is really nice. It's just starting to stall a little bit. I'm going to wait and see what comes of that over the coming days. Cardano up next. It has been very quiet, consolidated. There's nothing to speak of here. There really isn't. It's just not doing anything. You can throw Doge in that mix as well. Look, there's momentum, but we've got to take out these highs. You know, we have to do that. It's messy. Looking at the 4-hour time frame here, again, there's high to low. There is no trend. There's nothing to work with. Solana's been decent when we look at a higher time frame like the weekly. It has been trending, but again, it's a little bit lackluster. After that last move up, we now need to take out this level, pushing above here to reset that trend on the daily time frame to give me some momentum back. XRP has been a fish out of water. It's been doing nothing for a while now. We saw a peak up and then we've just been consolidating. There's no momentum there. Again, we need to not just clear out this level, but we need to clear above about $3.19, call it, to make sure we've cleared out through all of the resistance through here. Tron, pretty quiet as well. Not much going on with Tron, nothing to speak of, no trend to work with. Again, we've seen that across the market wide. Link, a little bit of momentum, but again, we're up 6%, we're down 6%. We got to clear out through here and get some cyclicity back. And then AVAX, I'm still long AVAX. Big selling yesterday, 8.8%. But this is a weekly trade from back over here. Sorry, I should look at it on this time frame, which is where the levels are. So on this chart, you can see I'm still long. I'm still in profit. Waiting to see what happens. It's a long-term play here for me. Now, as far as the total market cap goes, I did speak of this as well. It looks very similar to Bitcoin. We've got the bullish candle here that I spoke of weeks ago. We've broken the high. We've moved on. We're above 4 trillion. That's all very positive. What we now want to see is momentum to continue on. Last week was great, but we want to start to string a few positive weeks together leading into the back end of the year in what we hope to be a dynamic run of alts and the entire market. So there you go. That's my analysis on the crypto top 10. Oh, the trade. Alice. Okay, so I do my scan this morning with my Discord community, and I've been waiting all day for this. I've got a beautiful trend. I've got beautiful cyclicity. I've got good convergence. I've got a bullish candle in the cradle zone. It's all looking pretty damn good. The 16-hour backs it up trend-wise, moving average-wise, trade-wise, all of that. So I've raised an order here on Alice. I will enter if it breaks the high of that candle. I'm not going to tell you all the details because this is not about telling you what I'm trading and tipping you into it. It's about just pointing it out. Really clean, smooth trend. This is the sort of thing I look for. The trade's there. I've raised the order. We'll wait and see. There's not a huge amount of liquidity here, so it's not a full position for me as far as my order goes. And we'll wait and see if I do get a fill on my limit order to see if I can get a full fill for the trade size, and we'll wait and see how it goes. Have yourself a fantastic evening. If you're not on the free newsletter, you'll find the link for that either underneath this video, or if you're seeing this in a group, you will find this. You will find more in my bio and whatnot. Take your time, do what you've got to do, and have yourself a fantastic week. Cheers, guys. Bye for now.